Okay, so here, as you may or may not have heard my opponent say, what do you even do with this board? Well, I'm here to tell you. As the way I see it, oh, it's a colony game. That makes things a little bit more interesting. So, Tactician is going to be powerful. Sea Hag is always powerful, but with Jack of all trades on the board, it's not as much of a power card. Jack of all trades obviously gets rid of the top card of your deck, which is lovely against Sea Hag, which puts a curse there. So instead, I'm going to go Swindler, probably. That may not be an ideal option, but I think we're going to see how this works out. Probably, actually, that could have been a silver. I don't think Swindler's going to work well with Jack of all trades, but see, for this particular reason, this is why you don't usually want to open other terminals with Jack of all trades. Everybody loves the various powers of Jack of all trades, but opening other terminals with it tends to hurt it. I do get the tournament here. I particularly like getting tournaments early for the peddler effect. I know it's not a wonderful effect. Silver is usually better, but I like having them for future. I will pick up another Jack of all trades here. No, I'll go with tournament. $5 is going to be a tactician for helping connect any provinces that I end up getting with tournaments. Copper into a curse. Alright, that's fine. Tournament, Swindler, Sea Hag can become. That is a bit unfortunate that there's no weak fours here. So that's fine. I think Jack of all trades is probably not going to help too much at this point. I've already had a good couple plays of it. Well, one play, which is +1 silver, -1 curse, which is nice. Here's just going to be gold. I need that gold to be able to get back, trash the curse. That's, again, a bit silly of me to get all these actions with Jack of all trades. When probably just a couple Jack of all trades with money would have been more effective at getting those provinces that I need. That said, it's too late for regrets. Actually, Shantytown is a good village in this situation. I think probably it's a bit ugly, but $6 and it's not enough for a province, so I'm going to tactician. Anyhow, Shantytown with Jack of all trades, and similarly with most. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry. Jack of all trades with Shantytown and with any Shantytown with any draw up to card is going to be helpful because it does give you that village effect, and regardless of whether or not you have the actions in hand, you still do end up getting those plus cards because Jack of all trades will act as plus cards for you. That said, if they don't collide, it can be suboptimal, but here I'm going to get a province and tournaments. Considering I have the only province, I'm okay getting more tournaments. If she were to get one first, I would stop getting tournaments because obviously they're less likely to be useful. A peddler for $4 is already only mediocre. It's not lovely, so I'm not going to stress too much about not getting tournaments. Silvers are fine in that case. Jack of all trades, I don't really want a Swindler. I won't trash a card. So again, I have 7. I'll pick up. I'm going to grab an expand for turning that province into a tactician later. So this is so province is going to help out there. I will do a tactician. I'm not going to, well, very, very unlikely that I'm going to get the province in the subsequent hand with the tournament, but that's fine. I can probably pick up more provinces with that tactician. So really at this point, I'm just hoping to, so again, getting a bit lucky with that curse on top of the deck, although states are also fine. So at this point in the game, the Swindler is probably not going to hurt too much. Tournaments can become pretty much anything. I'm fine with that. Platinums are a bit scary, actually. That's a good reason to pick up a mine. So there's a province. So now things get a bit worrisome. So I've got $8, I'll expand an estate into a second tactician, perhaps, or mine of my own for that platinum. Sure, I'll try it out. Second province is going to help. So it does look like we're just trying to pile the province here, despite it being a colony game, which is fine. With tournament on the board, I tend to go for provinces. With a good engine, it's not necessary, but followers is always a very strong choice. Though with the curses depleting as they are, it's not necessarily going to be the only choice. Let's toss that. $5 again is going to be, I think, a second tactician, just to try to get those tournaments and provinces to line up. So there's a bit of luck. The tournaments do finally line up with the province. Let's reveal that. I'm going to do a trustee seed first on the off chance that I can draw province, which is not probably not advisable. I should have gotten the followers. There's 12. I'll pick up a colony for now. So now I've got a bit of a lead, and I'm okay to ride that. Sea Hag, that's fine. Tactician goes down. I've got a province here. I'm likely to draw one or more tournaments, although, so she gets the followers. This is why I should not have gone for the trustee seed and instead picked up the followers. There are still 5 curses to be distributed, so every play of followers is going to be 2 points. Tournament, great. I will take the... So I probably should be picking up duchies here, but considering it's a colony game, I could just as well aim for colonies and stop picking up provinces. If it was a province game, I would certainly go for the duchy. As is, I think I'm going to go for the bag of gold. Play that to get the gold on top. I've got the 2 actions from the previous tactician. I will expand my province into a colony, and then I'll play the other tactician to get next turn to be similarly wonderful, hopefully. Discard these 2 beauties. So now I've still got that province. Start off with that tournament. Now I will gain the... I don't really need more terminals in my deck, and I've got the actions to spend, so Diadem's not going to be particularly helpful. I'll just take the duchy. I'll play the Swindler, replacing the silver with, I think, a Shantytown. Isn't necessarily worse than silver at this point. Swindler is not particularly helpful. It's a terminal action, but it looks like she probably has... she's got a couple terminal actions, so I'll give it another. I'll expand this duchy into another province, and I'll pick up a colony. So the tacticians are really working out in my favor here. They're allowing me to both connect my provinces with my tournaments, and they're also giving me enough money to buy the colonies and things like that, which I wouldn't have money for otherwise. Discard. Considering I have gold in my hand, this mine is worth $2 and a potential future improvement. So I'm going to hang on to that. I will discard the silver and the copper here. So first off, it's going to be the bag of gold. Trustee Steed for 2 cards and 2 actions. Now, probably what I should have done is done the Trustee Seed first, so that I have a better chance of getting the province. But that's fine. So she's got the province in her hand. In that case, I'll just mine this gold into a platinum. And then with $12, I'll pick up 1 more colony. $7. I do have provinces, but I already have an expand, so I will just pick up the duchy. I've got a big draw pile now. My discard pile is empty, so I'm okay to green in lower denominations that I might not otherwise. So I don't think my mine at least was particularly helpful. Usually the main purpose of mine is the main draw of mine is to turn golds into platinums. That's the biggest jump as far as value goes. So that's just catching up a little bit. I will mine this copper into a silver, and with that 7, I'll continue getting duchies. So this is actually not so bad. I can place a gold on top of my deck and then tactician, which I will do. Now ideally I'll have enough money in hand to grab a colony, although no, so that's been stolen away from me. So I've got the tournament but no means of drawing a province here. I'll play that first. So that's enough money in hand. The sea hag can become some kind of victory points, or alternatively the curse can become a state. So sea hag into a duchy is actually worth 3 points versus the 2 that I would net from turning the curse into an estate. I could also expand a gold into a province for 6, pick up another province for an additional 6. But I think the 13 is the maximum number of points I can get here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that by expanding away the sea hag and ending the game with a colony. So there you have it, another decisive victory. That was an interesting game. I like the tactician and tournament together. I think it makes for an interesting set of options. Thanks for watching.